Sure. So my name is Brad Stockdale. I live in Waynesburg, Pennsylvania. I purchased a couple of shirts and a hat and a beanie, all Celica related. And of course, somehow magically a car came along with it. So yeah, so I actually had a GT-Four and I needed some parts for it. So I was looking around online, and PrimeDriven was one of the main people in the U.S. that I could actually get parts for a 3S GTE. So I started out there. Then I also bought some stuff on eBay from the owner of PrimeDriven, some other Celica related stuff. So. And somehow that led me over to the sweepstakes site. I think Bryan mentioned something about it at one point to me. Since about April, I think, somewhere around the beginning of the year, like end of Q1, something like that. So I would normally get like 5 or 6 entries for the different Toyota drawings. I mean, all your cars are great. I'm a Toyota guy at heart, also Mazda. But yeah, so I'd get 5 or 6 entries for each one of the Toyotas, mostly MR2s. And that's all the Celica, and I had to enter for that too. So yeah, so way back whenever I was a teen, I drove Ford Probes back then, and I knew that they were basically Mazda MX-6s. So I didn't really, turn any wrenches or anything. I took my car to a mechanic one time, and apparently he had it outside, and he had a hood prop holding up the hood, and the wind came along, blew the hood prop out, hood crashed down, bent the hood, bent the fender. He called and said, well, this happened. These things just kind of happen, right? And well, yeah, things happen, and that's why you have insurance. So after kind of going back and forth with the owner of that place, they ended up fixing it. But from that point on, I was like, why should I take my cars elsewhere? Like, I can figure out how to do it myself. Like, I can mess up my own cars. If they're already broken, then I might as well give it a try to, try to fix it. So that's what kind of got me into spinning wrenches. And then my job, I took kind of a hobby from my childhood, which was computers and software development and that kind of stuff. And I turned it into a job. And that was great from a career perspective, not so good from an enjoyment perspective. So I ended up getting into cars also because of that. So, after work, I generally don't touch computers at all, and instead I go down to the garage and mess around with my cars. Yeah, I think the best description is mind-blowing. I've been entering things my entire life, and I've never won anything. I've just been one of those guys that just does not have good luck whenever it comes to that kind of stuff. People around me would also enter, and they'd end up winning something and that I, entered for and never had a shot to get, apparently. But yeah, so I got the text message. At first I didn't really believe it. Obviously it was from your text app, so kind of lent some credence to it, but still was hard to believe. And then you called me, and I got emails from you, and got contacted by the sweepstakes company, and it didn't take long to put it together that, like, yeah, this is really happening. But yeah, even today it's almost surreal. Like, never winning anything to suddenly winning a car, mind-blowing. Very cool. Just regular giveaways, like, being a techie, I've entered into, like, win computers and win processors and that kind of stuff, and I never win anything there. I've played the lottery before, in various periods, and never won anything there. There's some, like, gun bashes and that kind of stuff, never won anything there. Like, it's just never had very good luck. But yeah, I can't complain. I think fate was making up for lost time. Yeah, definitely going to go visit my couple of mechanic buddies, right? So one of them's really into Japanese stuff. So he's got a third generation Supra. He's got a MR2, RX-8, Honda of some sort. So I'll probably stop by and visit with him, and then I'll stop by and visit my other buddy who's more into American muscle type stuff. But they won't be able to believe it. Who wins a car? It's been hard to stay quiet though. I mean, you know, my family members know, but like I haven't mentioned it to my friends, and they're just going to be just as mind blown because like who wins a car, like I said. But yeah, just kind of letting it play out just a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Take the chance. You know, I mean, as far as entering into like sweepstakes and stuff, like I don't think you're going to find a better possible winning ratio. I mean, you know, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 people enter. You know, you're not going to get that anywhere else. I mean, I didn't think that, you know, that it would happen to me. It did. I knew that, you know, you keep doing it long enough, like you might have some good luck, but yeah, it happened faster than I expected, and it's real. I would not hold back. I'd do it.